40 hours into Angel's Fall First, I was piloting a gunship, then seamlessly disembarking as infantry onto an enemy capital ship, all while dogfights raged around us. This is the battlefield in space we never truly got, a combined arms sci-fi shooter that attempts to bridge the gap between infantry combat, starfighter dogfights, and capital ship command. It's a game that promises grand-scale warfare, and for a specific type of player, it delivers on that fantasy in a way few others even attempt. Angel's Fall First throws you into massive, multi-layered battles where you can transition from an FPS soldier on a ship's deck to a starfighter pilot engaging in dogfights, or even a capital ship commander issuing orders to AI fleets. This isn't merely a collection of separate game modes, it's a living battlefield where all these elements are happening concurrently. It captures the chaotic, ambitious spirit of classic combined arms shooters, but sets it against the backdrop of rich, original sci-fi lore with two asymmetric factions. The ambition here is palpable, aiming for a player-driven, large-scale conflict that feels grand and personal at the same time. Look, YouTube is full of 20-minute rambling reviews. If you appreciate short, honest ones like this, hit subscribe. It genuinely helps. Alright, let's keep going. But here's what nobody's talking about, the sheer scope of player agency within these sprawling engagements. Unlike many games that offer a similar premise but gate access to different roles, Angel's Fall First lets you jump from a grunt to a pilot to a bridge officer at will, dynamically changing the flow of battle. You can start a match as an infantryman, fight your way to a gunship, assist in boarding an enemy frigate, and then, from its bridge, coordinate your AI fleet's attack on the enemy flagship. This fluid, on-the-fly role, switching isn't just a gimmick, it's the core loop, making every moment feel like a critical decision in a much larger war, constantly demanding adaptation and tactical awareness. The game's systems support this ambitious vision through deep customization and varied gameplay loops. You have extensive loadout options for your infantry, with distinct weapon types and attachments that genuinely alter combat effectiveness. Vehicle customization is just as robust. The progression is tied to performance in each match, rewarding skilled play without an overarching meta progression system that might unbalance the field. The economy revolves around capturing objectives and managing resources to deploy new assets, while exploration within the large, dynamic maps often reveals flanking routes or strategic control points. The highlights of Angel's Fall First truly shine when a match coalesces into a symphony of destruction. Picture this: your capital ship is taking heavy fire, so you manually pilot a bomber to target the enemy's shield generators while your AI fleet provides covering fire. As you redock, an enemy boarding party breaches your hull, forcing you into intense close-quarters combat on your own bridge. Meanwhile, your teammates are launching fighters, capturing objectives, and dogfighting in the void outside. This seamless blend of ground, air, and space combat, often happening within moments of each other, creates incredibly satisfying, emergent gameplay that no other game, not even its genre peers, truly manages to deliver at this scale and fidelity. The unique universe and asymmetric fascias also add replayability, offering distinct tactical advantages and different play experiences depending on your chosen side. It's not without its rough edges though. Despite the overwhelmingly positive reviews, the game can feel janky, as some players have pointed out, particularly concerning enemy player movement, which can appear glitchy. The sound design, or rather the lack thereof, is a significant drawback. Guns often sound muffled, and crucial environmental audio cues are frequently missing, leaving battles feeling eerily silent and less impactful than they should. This lack of polish makes the game feel closer to an early access title than a fully released 1.0 product. Furthermore, while the coordination aspect is great in theory, in practice, many matches suffer from a lack of player communication, leading to disorganized efforts and missed opportunities. There's also the occasional balancing issue, like a gunship exploit that can render it invincible, breaking the flow of a map. Angel's Fall First is currently priced at $16.19 with its discount, which for the amount of unique gameplay and replayability it offers is a solid value proposition. You're getting a fully featured, combined arms experience that few other games dare to attempt. While it doesn't boast the graphical fidelity of modern AAA titles, its cohesive visual style provides a nostalgic charm for fans of 7th-gen console shooters. The developers have consistently provided updates and support, fostering a community that is deeply invested in its ambitious design. Considering the average playtime of 18.3 hours, there's a substantial amount of content here to explore and master. So, final answer. If If you're a fan of large-scale, combined arms shooters, particularly those with a sci-fi bent and the ambition of classic Battlefront or Battlefield titles, and you're willing to overlook some rough edges in polish and sound design, then Angels Fall First is absolutely worth picking up right now. But if you demand AAA level polish, pristine audio, and perfectly balanced competitive play, you might find its jankiness frustrating. For those who value unique gameplay and boundless ambition over sheer visual fidelity, this is an overlooked gem. If this helped, drop a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.